I'm Jeff Jarvis. I wrote the book What Would Google Do, or now Was würde Google tun. I blog at buzzmachine.com, and I teach journalism at the City University of New York. And I argue in the book that we're going through much more than a financial crisis or a recession or depression. We're going through a fundamental restructuring of the economy, whatever follows the industrial age. And I wanted to understand that through the lens of a company that was successful and who's more successful than Google. And came out with a bunch of laws and lessons about that, and then tried to apply them to other industries and companies. And it kind of becomes almost a game then. I think for people who are in small business and independent work are going to be much larger segment of the economy going forward. And I thought that was going to happen anyway, but the recession is going to make that happen faster. So I think there are a lot of opportunities there. Number one, opportunities to support people who are working independently and individually, with training, with services, with space. Well, old stores, what are you going to do with them? There are also lots of opportunities to start replacing whole industries. Newspapers are going to disappear, and I believe they're going to be replaced not by another company with another single product, but by many, many, many players operating more independently. And the structure, I think, what the world starts to look like is that you have three layers. You have a platform layer, like Google. People build on top of that, build all kinds of little companies on top of that. But then sometimes they have to be brought together in critical mass, and so there'll be networks. So platforms and entrepreneurs and networks. And I think there are opportunities in all. Sometimes all those little companies need a network to be able to get critical mass for services, or if they're media to sell advertising, or purchasing power, or whatever. So I think that those networks can operate by a company creating them, or the individuals can get together on their own and create their own networks. Whatever you do, I think that there are some lessons from Google that apply to any company, anybody, whether or not you're selling digits or you're selling atoms. Mainly about the new relationship you have with your customers and your public. Google, by creating platforms, created a structure so that others can succeed on top of them. I think small business people often understand that. They're serving another small business, they're helping that business succeed. It's not the way big companies have always thought. Small business people understand that. Second, Google puts things out as a beta, which is their way of saying this product is unfinished, it's imperfect. It's rather human and humble of Google even. And I think that's a very important thing because it opens up collaboration. It says, this isn't done yet, so you help us finish it. And I think that's an attitude that all businesses must have. At a small business level, you tend to have it more because you're talking eye to eye with your customer and with people you're serving. Big companies, again, don't understand that. So small business people, I think, have an advantage there. So the lessons of Google, even though Google is gigantic, it's the fastest growing company in the history of the world, Google understands that we're not a mass. What we're really doing is getting past the industrial age and past the mass economy. Mass manufacturing, mass marketing, mass media, that's over. It becomes the mass of niches. It becomes a whole bunch of little small specialists. The internet demands specialization. So small business people, individual business people understand that better than ever. Even though we're all going through a rough time in the economy now, I think that the future of the world is more yours.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.